From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordo, and this is your News 8 Daily for Monday, May 13th. You're waking up to sunny skies out there. It's going to feel really good, too. We're going to get it up into the upper 70s, lower 80s by the end of the day. Could see some clouds move in this afternoon. Expect rain later on this week. This morning, the Indiana Pacers' playoff chances look much better after a blowout win in the playoffs. The 121-89 home victory over the Knicks ties the Eastern Conference semifinals at 2 games apiece. Every minute seemed to have a highlight. Obi Toppin had 2 memorable ones, stuffing home alley-oops in the first and the third quarters. It's the third largest playoff blowout ever for the Pacers. Sports Director Anthony Calhoun talked to the team at Gainbridge Fieldhouse right after the game.
When it's your day, it's just your day. And that was the case here for your Indiana Pacers on this court here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Game 4 against the New York Knicks. What an effort here this afternoon for the Pacers. They completely dominated this game right from the start. 6 players in double figures, shot a whopping 56% from the field, led by as many as 43 points at one point in this game, and now they even up the series, 2 games apiece.
I think just handling business, just doing what we're supposed to do at the end of the day, coming out playing the right way for 48 minutes, and that's really the most important thing for us. You know, we just handled business from start to finish, and I think that's part of the maturation of this group, like we've talked about all year.
And the mentality was to play like we were down 20. I think that you said it, in the NBA it's very easy for a 20-point lead to dissipate as quickly as it does, and we never want to take our foot off the gas. I thought our focus was good from the beginning, just playing with our pace and intensity, something that we need to do. And again, no matter if we won by 1 or 20, to me it's just the same.
Just about everything this time of year is a one-game season, or feels like it. I mean, every game is monumentally important, and so getting down 0-2 is difficult. It's a big hole, and coming home doesn't guarantee anything. Everything is so sensitized, so important that there's no need to just overstate it. It's just there.
It's obviously great to take care of home court, but enjoy it now, but as soon as we leave this building, we've got to flush it and move on, and show maturity on that end, because like I said, what we're walking into at MSG is going to be a hellacious crowd.
The Pacers gave a lot of credit to the 6th man, the fans here this afternoon against the Knicks, and what they're doing is actually helping this basketball team. The Pacers have yet to lose a game here in Gainbridge Fieldhouse here in the postseason. Next up, Game 5 coming up on Tuesday night in New York. If the Pacers can win that, they'll return here on Friday in front of their fans with a chance to win the series. Anthony Calhoun, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook.
Atlanta will pick first in the NBA draft. The Hawks won the NBA draft lottery against the long odds Sunday. Statistically, they only had a 3% chance. It will be a lean year for the Pacers due to trades. They have no first-round picks. Indiana picks 36th, 49th, and 50th. IndyCar drivers now switch gears for the Indy 500. Opening day for the greatest spectacle in racing is tomorrow. But over the weekend, the checkered flag waved for a familiar face at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Chip Ganassi driver Alex Palou won the pole and then his second straight Sancio Grand Prix on the road course on Saturday.
It's a tough course, man. I think because everybody has so many laps here, because normally we race twice, and it's always super tight. So the difference between being 10th or 1st is not that big. We won here back in May last year, but we didn't really have an amazing race in August. So glad to be back in Victor Lane, and hopefully we can keep it up.
Practice for the 108th Indy 500 starts on Tuesday. A 16-year-old charged with murder last week is due in court today. Online court records show this will be the initial hearing for Dewensky Zamor. He's charged as an adult in the case. The shooting happened at 79th and Harcourt Road on the north side of Indianapolis. Family members of the victim, Lance Little, tell us that he was a father of 3 girls and spent most of his time at his home on the east side. We also talked to a friend of Little.
Just tired. so tired. Like, I lost so many people in my life. Like, growing up, my teachers always say, "Oh, your friends gonna be dead or in jail." Like, and it's starting to be. It's true. Like,
Police say Little was shot in the street, and Zamore immediately ran to nearby apartments where officers arrested him. Zamore faces murder and gun charges. Pro-Palestinian demonstrations are interrupting college graduation ceremonies on campuses across the U.S. and here in Indiana. Video from IUPUI's ceremony last week posted on social media shows it here in Indiana. A pro-Palestinian group called the IU Palestine Solidarity Committee posted the video on Instagram. At other schools, protesters are standing up and walking out of graduations, often chanting and sometimes disrupting speakers. A handful of universities say the disruptions have led to the cancellation or changing of commencement plans. Pomona College, outside of Los Angeles, moved its service off campus last minute because of safety concerns in response to demonstrators occupying the original venue.
As our universities celebrate, we should also be extremely critical of their involvement that has led to the decimation of entire educational infrastructure.
Duke University, UC Berkeley, and Virginia Commonwealth are just a few of the universities that also had protests during the graduation ceremonies. This morning, Israel appears poised to press ahead with an invasion of Rafah in southern Gaza. That's despite warnings against an invasion from the U.S. and other countries. The UN Relief Agency says at least 300,000 people have already fled Rafah ahead of the possible ground invasion, prompting new warnings from Palestinian officials.
He is taking the situation to a new level, a new catastrophic level, criminal level, I would say, and without any specific results.
The Gaza Health Ministry says more than 35,000 people have now been killed in Gaza since Israel's response to the Hamas attack began. May is Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month. Today brings us tips for those on two wheels or four from a group dedicated to the cause. News 8's Hernan Gutierrez spoke with a safety advocate about what he wants people to know.
Hey guys, good morning. And yeah, I spoke to Jay Jackson. He is the president of Indiana's chapter of Americans Aimed Toward Education. American Bikers, aimed towards education. They are a motorcycle advocacy and safety group based here in Indiana. The group is putting an extra emphasis on this year's Motorcycle Safety and Awareness Month due to what they're calling an earlier motorcycle season. May is usually the unofficial start to motorcycle season, so the group says you may start to notice even more on the road. According to Abate, a 4-day stretch that saw 3 deadly motorcycle crashes back in March right here in Indianapolis warrants extra attention. Jackson says riders shouldn't get on the road right away, especially if it's been a while.
Test yourself, test your reflexes. Do that in areas where there is no traffic and you have the opportunity. Even find a parking lot maybe to go out there and just remind yourself of what your capabilities are and what your motorcycle is capable of.
Abate offers rider education programming throughout the year and across the state. Jackson encourages motorcyclists of all levels to take one of their courses. Other tips for riders include double checking your bike, especially before your first ride of the year, and wearing bright clothes. For drivers, make sure to stay in your lane on the road and to check your blind spot multiple times, especially when around motorcycles. According to Jackson, May has been recognized as Motorcycle Safety and Awareness Month in Indiana since the 1980s. Reporting downtown, I'm Hernan Gutierrez for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
We have a new inside view of the museum at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is closed to race fans right now. Our team took a hard hat tour over the weekend to see progress on the massive renovation. The revamp includes a new exhibition space, a view to the basement from the main level, and an indoor version of Gasoline Alley.
So this is actually the first part of the museum guests will experience when they walk into the museum. Gasoline Alley is interesting because we will have 7 garages that showcase the progression of the garage area during the 115 years of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
The museum is set to open in April of next year. The month of May means big business for the town of Speedway. Spark Coffee is among the many local businesses that are staples for race fans. This year, there will be a coffee trailer inside the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on race day. The owner says preparations start well in advance because the month of May impacts the entire year.
Most small businesses in Speedway, and us included, like May is like the ramp all the way up, and then you've hit the pinnacle of business year. Our business will increase 3, 4, 5-fold just in this 1 month.
Spark also says the coffee shops invests in the community by supporting local artists and has local musicians perform every Saturday. This has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.